Good morning, everybody.
Woo!
We are so excited to be beginning this August 11th, 2021 on hashtag Rise and Grind. This is Lou Ramirez, the car guy.
And this is Frelin Arts,
the subprime hero.
And we are excited to be
Yes, we
rising
are.
and grinding together, my friend. We
Right
are
here,
together, my
brother.
friend. We are right in
Brother.
the cafe together, and I cannot wait to get this show started.
Woo.
So do what it is that you do and get your friends in here. Get your enemies in here. They might
Share.
want to hear this too.
Share
It around. Make sure people know what is
Move.
going down inside of hashtag Rise and Grind. We are excited to forgive, focus, and fly with you, and we are bringing the heat today. Guess what I actually have today? Everybody was talking about how high energy we were yesterday, and I didn't even have a cup of coffee until like
Man,
the
he's got some
afternoon.
this morning.
Now I got a fresh cup of that car guy coffee, and I am excited to get this show on. So let's get this started, everybody. Get ready to hashtag Rise and Grind. Let's brew.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you, my friend? How are you, my friend? You see, there's no excuse for you not pushing yourself to the next level. In order for you to create a new you must have a new mindset. When teams come together, we can create things that are greater than the sum of all of their parts. Good morning and welcome to hashtag Rise and Grind. I am your host, Glenn Lundy. I am a husband to one, a father to seven, and the creator of what is going to be the #1 most watched morning show in the world. It is 5:30 a.m. and I hope that you are ready to rise and grind.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? What is happening? Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you, my friends? How are you, my friends? I can't do it quite like Glenn does.
No, Glenn
Nope.
does it so
He
smooth,
does it
man.
so nice.
I love how he does it. He always brings that energy. He always brings that voice
And
that
his
we
smile
all
is
want to
like
hear.
this big.
Oh,
in the
dude.
morning, his smile's like out here.
Oh,
But
man. He's got a beautiful smile.
But
He's gonna
everybody has their own smile. Everybody has their own cheese, right? And we are so excited to make sure that we bring it with all of you. So good morning, the entire Rise and Grind crew. Breakfast with Champions. How are you doing this morning? We are pumped up to be riding this incredible roller coaster of fun where we get the chance to talk about seed time and harvest.
That's right. Man, what a great morning it's been. So far, so good. We're getting this thing going. We're getting the sound on Clubhouse. We're getting this over here on Facebook. What's going on, everybody? I see all the beautiful names and faces popping up in comments. Wow. The love that Glenn gets every single morning from all you folks out there, from all the people out here just connecting and sharing, and the love between all of you all. That is what I'm talking about. That is true seed time and harvest that is going on constantly on a daily basis with Glenn Lundy and his team. I freaking love you guys, and I'm so excited to be here this morning. This is our third day, Lou. Our third day.
We got 2 more left, but we got to make sure that we squeeze every bit out of these 30 minutes that we actually have the chance to be with you today. So real quick, Fred, what is today? What is today's date?
Today is 8/11/2021. It's already 11 days into the 8th month of the year that's going to change your life. Folks, time is going by fast. Take advantage of every moment. Do not waste it.
Yes, this is the only chance that you're going to actually have the chance to have today. So make sure that you maximize your moments. Make sure that you pour as much potential into each and every second that you have and love every moment that you can. We want to take a look at the hashtag Rise and Grind planner. And today is another Tiffany that is contributing to the planner. The word of the day is the lack of intent to distinguish you from me is the cornerstone of love and kindness. That is by Tiffany Webb. Thank
Wow.
you so much for that.
Great contribution there. What a great
Mm.
comment. It's really
Mm.
deep when you really think about what she just put there. I smell what she was
I
brewing.
smell what she's brewing.
That's
smelling
right.
good. That's that good stuff, right? That's that good. I understand
That good.
that is that good. Folks, the important thing for us to always remember is that we are ourselves, right? Even though I don't have a big giant smile like Glenn Lundy, I'm not quite as tall as him or anything like that. I'm not going to be him. Never going to be him. My mama didn't make me him, right? I am me. And you are you.
Amen.
And the incredible opportunity that each and every one of us have is to be a blessing to one another. You can't bring to the table what I'm going to bring. I can't bring to the table what he's going to bring, but I can come to the table, sit amongst a bunch of other challenge conquerors, and be a champion still the same.
Wow. Those were 3 C's right there. I love that,
You gotta-
Lou.
you gotta love
Challenge, conquerors, champions. Wow. And we're having breakfast with champions right now.
Mm.
So how can we go wrong, right? It's such an amazing morning. So as we get into this day and we start talking about time, and time is such an important thing in life. Time is something that sometimes feels like it's a curse, right? But at the end of the day, as it goes by, we find out how much of a blessing time is. The more that we can have of it, the better it is. But we also understand that once time goes, it's gone, right? So it's very important that you take advantage of every single one of those moments. It's advantage of today, the only time that it'll ever be 8/11/2021. You need to make sure that you go full today. You do everything you can to be the best version of you. Man, it's a beautiful morning. Lou, brother, look at all these amazing people up here just saying hello. I mean, it's just crazy how many people are in here just commenting and just showing so much love. I see people that I know. I see people I've never seen, and I'm so excited to get to know these
Yes,
people,
I wanna
man.
get to know all these
Man, we got Leisha Watts in the house. Kidding me? We got DM Abreu.
What
What's
is
going
happening?
on? Now I can tell you, DM has been really nice and just been giving some great comments to me on the side. I appreciate that. We got Coco Lewis. We got Leisha Watts. What's going on, Dr. Ronaldo? Oh, come on. I
Hey,
love that
hey,
name.
hey.
Schmidt. And we got Helen Howie this morning. We
What's going
course,
on?
we got
Helen?
Mark Ellis.
Ellis is up
Mark
in here.
Ellis up in the
Yeah.
house. What's going on? Love you, brother. Tosh Queen, Angeline Moore, Beth Lucchesi.
Hey, Clubhouse
Forget about
folks,
it,
I'll
bro.
be right back. Hey, go ahead. Just keep saying hello to everybody. We're going to go ahead and correct that mic issue with Clubhouse. But good morning, Don Sankey. Good morning, Savvy. Hey. What's happening, Wendy Reeves and all the beautiful people that are out there?
Mhm.
Mike Higdon, thank you so much for jumping in with us today. Thank you for the love that you shared. Love you, brother. I love that guy. Absolutely love that guy.
Kim
So
Farrar.
incredible.
Hello. We got Stacy Allen. Oh, Liza Maya Borches. What's going on, Liza? Good morning to you. Don Sankey. What's up, brother? I can't wait to see you again soon. What a nice gentleman. I met him in person. It was amazing. Of course, we got Melvin Rodriguez, Sol Salcido. Come on, I love that name. Udine Duke, Nathaniel Banks. What's going on, Nat? How you been doing, brother? We got Lisa Hall, Kim. Oh, it just keeps going. Gina Keys. Come on, man. I love that name too. Tosh Queen. Oh, Denise Quarles. What's going on, Denise? How are you this morning? Good morning to you. Ella Matheson. Hello, Ella. How are you? We have Lorenzo Spivey. We have so many amazing people. Eileen Mitnick. Wow, I just love some of these names. They're just such cool. I've never seen some of these. I love it, man. That McNick, I love that name. That is really cool.
Hold on, real quick, because I want to make sure that we do keep saying hello to all these people. But all these people that are running, that are working out, that are moving, that are grooving, that are doing their thing, they need a little bit of music.
Oh, they
Let's
do.
go ahead and make sure that they do have the sounds that it takes for them to be rising and grinding.
There it is.
Keys.
Ooh.
Woo,
Oh,
get that smooth
get it.
beat.
Mm.
Feeling it. Nice. This is playing in my head
Hashtag
all
rising
day
and
long.
Oh,
right?
me-
I keep turning over to my wife and I'll be like, stay woke.
You know,
Go
I
ahead
feel
and
you.
get that movie.
Stay woke.
Stay woke.
It's hot though, man. Hey,
Yes, it is.
it's been hot, and I think Glenn knew he had a hit when he got this thing going, man. It's so hot. Hey, listen,
Yes.
we got Sean Shapiro up in the house. Gail B. Craft. Hello, Gail. How are you? What is going on? Brad Smith, Coco Lewis. Oh, man, this list just keeps rolling and rolling and rolling, man. We got Cheryl Alexander. Hello, Cheryl. How are you? Hope you're having a great morning. I know
Yes.
I am. You, Duke, what's up in the house? Isaac Aguilar Jr. Hello. Good morning. Hope you're having a good one. Yes. Man, I know I am. We got Michelle Davis Gravely. Hello, Michelle. How are you this morning? Hope you are awake, caffeinating your life. For all you out there walking, running, if you're just sitting there, folks, how can you be sitting there? Get up, move around, get blood pumping, because it's time to rise and grind. It is so time to rise and grind. Wendy Reeves, my friend, beautiful people, what's going on? Wow, Moreno Moran. Hello, Rodney Hatfield up in the house. Yes. Mary Lynn, love you, girl. What's going on? Lou, what a great morning, brother. What a great morning.
So pumped up to actually sleep inside of my bed. So excited that now my son is doing the college football thing, and we are so blessed. Each and every one of us, you, me, we are blessed. Welcome to having first world problems, folks, where you can't connect your sound at the same time on multiple social media platforms, but we're trying to do the very best that we can to make sure that we are caffeinating you today. So do us a favor and make sure that you are caffeinated with us. Drop a coffee cup emoji inside of the comments real quick, just so that we know that you are wide awake and ready to flow with us. We are pumped up that we can brew some solutions with you here on hashtag Rise and Grind. And we want to continue this conversation because, man, the feedback that we've been getting on this conversation has been incredible. So many people are understanding.
I see all the coffee cup emojis dropping. Thank you so much for those. Yes. Wow. Woo. That is so much love. And I love you all. Hey, listen, I love you guys. And I appreciate you for being here this morning. I know waking up in the morning for some of us is not the easiest thing in the world. But when you get up to energy like this, when you get up to focus like this, when you get up to information like this, to where you can get pumped up, motivated, inspired to go out and be better than you were yesterday, let's go. Coffee cup emojis up, man. Let's get caffeinated this morning. I'm so excited, Lou.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Wow. This is where it's at. Having fun, making sure that we are doing what it takes to make ourselves better. You all are the incredible people that are lighting up the world around you. Remember, as we spoke yesterday and the day before, you are the light of the world. It is you that is going to light things up. You're going to bring the growth. You're going to bring the hope. You're going to bring the passion that you were designed to bring. Nobody else is going to bring it like you. So let's go ahead and do what it do. So, Fred, I'm going to go ahead and get this clubhouse thing going. But the seed time harvest, right? We were talking about depositing intentional seeds in time, right? Making sure that we do pay attention to influencing our relationships, influencing our communities.
Yes.
And influencing our business.
100%.
Right? So many of you business owners out there or people that work in professional fields, right, are always trying to find a way to improve. Some things are instant. Some things take a lot of time, right? But the thing is that the improvement that has to come means that there has to be growth on all ends. Mm-hmm. There has to be a way that you channel your powers into a direction that brings growth everywhere. And that is moving and grooving through the weeds. That is trying to find a way away from the shade so that you can reach towards life. But the thing that we as humans, as those that are trying to accomplish big things in our life, we don't like the whole time part. I think that's the part that we hate the most is the time.
It really is. But as we get more mature and as we learn things and as we develop in life, we find that time is beautiful, that we wish we had more of it. You know, when we become older, we start to get this thing, you know, where it's like, okay, did I do enough? Am I getting to where I want to be? Man, I've wasted a lot of time in my life. We start to look at those things and we start to realize that time is so valuable. So at first, when you have a relationship with time, you're like, man, that's just so far away. But then we realize that time goes by quicker than we can imagine. We also realize that time heals all. We also realize that through time, we become better. Through time, things grow. Through time, relationships, business, and community can be done and be strengthened. And it just takes time. You know, things that we want you have to be patient for. Good things are worth waiting for, right? We've heard that saying before. It's so true. Time waits for no one. And that's the thing. And it's so true. As time goes by, it's not going to stop. It's going to keep moving and moving as much as we want it to pause sometimes. Oh man, these memories, these vacations, right? I want it to pause. Your kids before they go to college, I want it to stop. But at the same time, we realize through time, things get better. Just like your son going to college. Lou, your son left, you just deposited him up in Iowa. You left him with love and with everything that you wish and hope for, right? All your hopes and dreams are inside him, or his hopes and dreams are there. And you know that it's tough, but as time goes by, it's going to get easier. As time goes by, it's going to become something that is beautiful. You're going to have different reasons to be looking at things, different reasons to be in pain instead of right now. You're going to be more like when he comes home on vacation, you're going to be excited about that. I know that time is going to go by quick. Next thing you know, he's on his first break. He's here visiting, and he's done with his first season of football. And, and then he's done with his first year of college. And then, it just keeps moving and moving, and life doesn't change. But those things are all beautiful. Those are the seeds that we planted as parents. We want those things to happen. We want those seeds to finally germinate, grow through time, through us, through the love, through the fertilization, through the water. And time goes by. 18 years, Lou. 18 years goes by with your son. Next thing you know, he's out there. He's starting to blossom. Beautiful flowers, right? Those flowers are turning into fruit. And now he's starting to bear those fruit. All the work he's put together, all the work that you've put there, it's beautiful, man. And I'm so excited for you and your son and your family and everyone. I mean, it's just, and other people out there who are going through something similar right now. I know a lot of us are having kids start different years of school. A lot of us are having kids that left the house. Some of us may not have kids in the house anymore. You're looking at the next generation. Their kids are coming up. We know through time that it will be good. It's just like, when you talk about the first time you get pregnant, 9 months later, there comes a child, right?
Bing, bong,
there's
hello.
a talk about a pure way to show what seed time and then harvest is, right?
Man, that's good.
9 months, 9 months in, and we all go through that as parents, and it's a beautiful thing to see happen. We do so many things during that time. We're over here as the wife's pregnant, you're sitting there, you're like, okay, how do you, we got to make sure she's good. She gets the nutrients. She gets treated right. You give her extra love. When she's like at 2:00 in the morning, I want McDonald's. You go get that McDonald's.
Yeah. Go get it.
Right? You do it all. You keep them happy because you're trying to make sure that time that's inside the belly, that time there's developing, that time that there's growth, that seed that you planted, literally planted, is like it's growing and it's being treated right. It's having the best environment that you can possibly have. Not to mention, usually like my wife, she educated herself on how to be a better mother by the time the child came out. What was the right things to do? What was the right way to hold? All these things, and it's just things that we do through time. And you spend that time, and that's what's so beautiful. You get 9 months to prepare for that. And it's an amazing time to really learn. It's a very nervous time. And then when that 9th month happens, it is like, it's happening. Bing! And then it comes out. And then you just, through all that time and work that you put in, you get to harvest that. And then you get to spend another 18 years planting seeds inside that child, planting seeds into the world with that child. And then that child starts to plant seeds. And it's an ever churning, it's an ever going effect of life. And it's beautiful. And I love that but all that takes time. 9 months, 18 years, and then it just keeps going. You become a parent. And once they leave the house, it's the rest of your life still. So it's 18 years of them in your house, technically, right? They could be in there for 30 years, who knows? but at the same time, technically 18 years. And then it's on them, but we're still parents. We're still coaching them. We're still loving them. We're still depositing seeds. We're still trying to sow things for them, but that they're sowing their own. It's just, they still have a part in your garden. Now they have their own garden. Right. So man, I know I ramble about that for a minute, but it's so true.
It's okay. I mean, everything has its own timing. I'm also wondering how many times we can say time on this show. We're going to say it a lot of times, right? But the interesting thing about time is that it also correlates with seasons. So making sure that we are giving respect to the time that it takes for the seasons to be in effect. My sons and my daughters, they both all wanted to drive a car, right? Everybody wanted to drive a car. And all of these are good things, but it's not good when they're 10. It's not good when they're 12. There is a specific time that they are allowed to be able to legally jump behind the wheel of a car. They may even have a car before it's time for them to be legally driving. Now, even though it is legally time for them to drive, right? They can't instantly get their driver's license. There is a process that they have to go through. There is practice. There is exposure. There is time behind the wheel that has to be even logged and turned in to the authorities to show this person is able to be trusted behind the wheel of this heavy machinery and trusted on the road with everybody else. It's in good timing. And inside of our professional careers, we want to scale up right away. We want to go to the next level immediately, right away. Just because we put the seeds in the ground, not all seeds are like a chia pet, right? They're not all like that. They're not all going to sprout up right there before your eyes. You're not going to wake up in the morning and all of a sudden you got growth everywhere. Now, sometimes there are instant seeds. Sometimes there is some supernatural stuff where you get a seat at the table, not because you forced your way in, but because it is the right time and somebody else sees it. See, there is an incredible moment inside of the Bible where Jesus himself is finding out that it is his time and wasn't even really wanting at that moment to say it was his time. But his mama said, hey, it's time. It's time because this party needs to keep going on. And I'm, of course, breaking it down just a little bit, but the very first miracle that was recorded was at a wedding, which has its own timing too. I got a wedding coming up in September. My youngest daughter is going to be getting married, right? And at that wedding and at that celebration was the very first opportunity that was seen by others for a miracle to take place. And that was the turning water into wine. Man, I wonder what that wine tasted like.
I bet it was fire, especially if you've been drinking water and you needed something to cleanse your soul a little bit, you know, and he provided. And that's the beauty of the power of love. It's the beauty of the power of God. You know, it just shows you that there is miracles that can happen, that there is possibilities of things that are impossible, right? And that's the thing. There's really nothing impossible if you really put your mind to it. We've heard that before, you know. And I love earlier, a moment ago, I saw someone post a second ago on here. It said, every time they say time, drink a cup of coffee or have a sip of coffee. It's kind of like the drinking game, right? That's so true, because it's what we're going to be talking about today, you know. So speaking of that, Isaiah 60, 22, Isaiah 60, 22 says, when the time is right, I, the Lord, will make it happen. It's so true. You know, we all know what we're talking about. We try to force things that are not ready yet. We try to do things too early. It's not quite, the seed hasn't quite sprouted yet. And we're trying to harvest things that are just not necessarily ready to harvest. Well, the Lord will let you know when it's ready. You will see it. There's a power in the universe that just says, hey, boom. And we all realize that. We see, I mean, it's a lot of it is visual. Sometimes it's just feeling, you know, it's like you see a fruit. Sometimes you think it's ripe, but it's not. You know, there's so many things that you have to go through and learn, but the Lord will show you when the time is right. He will make it happen.
Yes.
He will make sure that you're doing it, but you have to make sure that you plant that seed, that you spend the time on that seed, you fertilize that seed, you water that seed. And when it's time, the Lord will make it be perfect time for you. Not matter of fact, he'll make it abundant for you. So I love that. That is a great quote out of the Bible.
Inside of our exposure to time, take another sip. While we do that, right? While we sit there and we pause and we wait and we continue to water our seeds, we continue to act in faith. Sometimes that fear creeps in, those little seeds of fear creep in, because you wonder if it's actually working. You wonder if what it is that you've been sowing seeds for is actually going to reap the harvest that it is you're hoping for, right? When you planted those apple seeds and you put it in there, the potential for so much was locked inside of that seed.
Yeah.
Looking at that seed, no matter what was ever going to happen, it was never going to be an orange tree. It was never going to be a peach tree. It was never going to be a banana tree. It was always going to be an apple tree. But when that got planted, it took an average. You can ask anybody that's growing apples out there or even oranges. It took an average of 12 to 15 years before that first actual fruit bared itself, was created. There was no apples for an entire 15 years. But that never changed the identity of the tree.
Right.
It never adjusted. It was never going to be something else. And it didn't mean that it was any less of an apple tree. It just wasn't bearing those fruits yet.
Nope.
I like to consider myself a hope dealer. But when I was a street kid, being a troublemaker, another kind of dealer, right? The actual timing for me to become the father to my children that I needed to be, the voice that I am to people in my life, to the community, to other young men and young women that are raising up. I did not know that that was what was going to be coming from my life later on. But that never changed who it was that I was, even when I wasn't being who I am today.
Right.
And I'm speaking to some of you. Some of you have hopes and aspirations. Some of you have dreams. Some of you have goals that you're focused on, right? Things that you're trying to get to one day. And things that people continue to throw at you about your past. Well, the one thing about your past is that it's back there, way back there, all the way over there. It has no power to hold you up from becoming who it is that you are today. And you know what it's also not going to do? It's not going to stop you from being who it is that you are tomorrow.
Amen.
But I want to encourage you, those seeds that you're depositing into the ground that you have lots of hope for, let the time do its process. Continue to water it. Continue to pray over them. Continue to speak good words over them. Continue to play good music so that they can grow well. Why? Because they are going to bear fruit.
They will.
And you don't want to uproot what you've sown just because you are not allowing time to do its process. See, time brings healing. I may cut myself now, be bleeding, close that up, and I can't walk the same on that leg if it's cut or if it's hurt. But it took time. Fred hurt his knee the other day, right? Freaky weird accident skateboarding. But he hurt his knee. And guess what he's doing now? He's running 5Ks. He's doing that 75 strong, right?
Through time.
75 hard, right? He's
Through time.
doing it through time.
Man, let me tell you real quick. Romans 8:18 says, the pain that you've been feeling can't compare to the joy that's coming. Get that.
Take that, Allie.
All that stuff that's going on in life, all the pain that you're going through, all the struggles that you're having right now, they're supposed to happen. Enjoy that pain. There's a complete opposite effect of that pain, folks. It's like that saying, no pain, no gain, right?
Come on.
You have to go through that. You have to go through a learning period in life. You have to plant those seeds physically. You have to put them in with your bare hands. You have to water them. You have to cover them with dirt. You have to water them manually. You have to do it all. It takes time. It takes pain. It takes effort. But when you do it through time, man, the joy that's going to come, the abundance that the Lord's going to give you, the abundance that the universe is going to drop in your lap by you putting in all that pain and that work and that sweat and those tears and blood that you put on the ground, it does not compare to the joy that you will get. Not even close. So remember that in all those times that you're struggling and you can't figure out why, man, I'm working so hard. It's been years already. It's already been months. It's been days, whatever your timeline is. It seems long, but time goes. Time stops for no one. We've talked about that. It waits for no one. But at the end of the day, the joy that it comes from all the pain and all the things that you put down and all the work that you've laid out there for the people, real work, the work that you put behind that faith, you will have abundance at the end of the day. You will have joy that's beyond compare. I love you guys, man. And it just, I want you to understand that whatever pain you're going through, whatever depression you're feeling, whatever it is that you do not, that you're going through right now, it's so worth it. Keep pushing. Do not stop. This isn't a time to stop. That pain is supposed to teach you something. That pain is supposed to give you confidence whenever you get through it. The other end of that tunnel, the light at the end of the tunnel. It's beautiful, folks. So much joy in that. So keep grinding and keep moving. Do not stop.
Yes.
Do not stop.
Many of you have seen yourself on the other side of seeds planted, water being poured all over those seeds, and then all of a sudden a harvest. And so many times you're like, wow, that's why I had to go through that. Wow, that's why I had to experience that. That's why I had to meet this person. That's why I had to be where I was. That's why I learned that lesson, right? We often get so far ahead of ourselves that we can't be present in the moments that we're in. And that is a key part of time, is being present in the present.
Amen.
Okay. So I encourage you all today to enjoy the moment, to enjoy the day. You're never going to get this again. So thank you so much for joining us on hashtag Rise and Grind. And as we speak about time, we are at the end of our time.
You know the
so
deal.
all of you,
You know how we close this
incredible
thing out.
Rise and Grinders, solutionaries, and champions sitting at the table, let's get ready to do what it is that we do as we begin to fly on out of here. It's written right here on the chest. Applying 3 F's so that you can keep growing, no less. Here we go. Everybody, go ahead, Fred, break that down.
All right, folks, you guys ready? On the count of 3, we're going to go forgive, focus, then fly. 3, 2, 1. Forgive, focus, fly, and keep growing. Keep growing.
Yes.
Growing. Love
Thank
you
you
guys.
so
God
much.
bless you. You
Hashtag
guys crushed
Rise
the world
and
today.
Grind.
Let's go out
Woo!
into the world and get caffeinated. Let's caffeinate those cultures. Let's
Yes.
go, folks.
We will see you mañana, everybody.
Tomorrow
2 days
morning.
left. Have a great day today, everybody. We love you all. God bless.